Return of the vlogs. Yes, people, they are back. For all of the 12 people who actually watched these vlogs. Actually, you know what? I have been hearing quite a few people say that they want to see these vlogs back. And I've taken a little break for sure. So apologies for that. Although I shouldn't need to apologize for taking a break, should I? I don't know, I've just been recently, like, the only time that I can film the vlogs is at night. And just recently, I think I've just been pushing it so hard in terms of work and everything that by the time like 9, what is it? I don't know what time it is. What time is it? Whatever. By this time, just quickly check the time. Go for my own time clock, 10 p.m. So at this time, I'm usually like, nah, the last thing I want to do is turn on the camera. And to be fair, I kind of felt the same just now. I am wiped out. So yes, if you expected like a glossy return of the vlog where I'm like, hey everybody, return of the vlog. Yeah, I'm powered up, lots of energy. Nah. But, you know, I still want to turn this camera on and I still want to talk to you people because I missed you. And I actually missed this as well. But yeah, just a bit knackered. And how's that? Ooh, I can see the reflection of that light. If you want to see what it looks like when I'm filming my my long form video, then take a look. Oops, sorry. So got one big lantern light there. That's my main camera there. That's my second camera there. There's another little fill light there, for those of you who know. And this tripod's all wonky and it's gonna drive me nuts. I'm not yet, see, already getting annoyed with the equipment. And I've just spunked a load of money on equipment because we're setting up a new studio. I want to be able to film from the tea house for a couple of reasons. Before I get into it, you can see I've been taking photographs of the white tea cakes because we've got a white tea sale happening. And then I was photographing these, Moonlight White and Heirloom Silver Needle. And then I realized I haven't drunk Heirloom Silver Needle in an age. And this is the new 2025 Heirloom Silver Needle, which obviously I sampled to select, but like having a proper session with it without any like, am I buying this thought process, just enjoying a tea. That for me is actually, I know it sounds weird for people out there because they see me drink a lot of tea, but just enjoying a session of tea separated from work is very difficult to find that session, very difficult to do mentally because I'm always thinking, oh, but how does this compare to, you know, my mind starts going off. And it is a real luxury. It's one of the reasons that in the long form videos, when you see me drinking a tea for the first time, I really enjoy those sessions because it's like I can lock them together. It's like it is work, but I can just like focus on the tea and enjoy it, you know? And I kind of get into those sessions. Anyway, I got sidetracked. I can't remember what I was talking about. Anyway, I'm drinking Heirloom Silver Needle. And yeah, I'm excited to sip on this 2025 tea. Now on offer. So yeah, it is work, but it's not because that's not why I'm drinking it. Although a lot of cynical people out there will think that is why I'm drinking it. And you know, probably, yeah, there is part of that going on in my head. Like, oh, I should drink it while there's a white tea sale going on, therefore people might be interested in buying it. But yeah, for the most part, it was just out after me photographing it and I was looking at it with like temptation, desire. I want it. Oh, yes, you are, good. Heirloom Silver Needle. Now, I was talking about something and I completely forgot. Return of the vlog. See, it's gone. I showed you my YouTube setup. Sorry, it's gone. So yeah, I haven't spoken to you for a while. It's been quite a full-on summer. We've got the studios being set up in Camden. That's what I was talking about. And I want to do that because I want to be able to film at the Tea House. I want to bring back live shows. And I kind of want to do it sometimes, or maybe even most of the time, in the Tea House, when we could bring people in and stuff and make it more of a sort of fun studio place where we can do stuff. Because, two reasons. First of all, I want to vary things up. I want to change things, and I want to be able to do different kinds of things. But also, I'm just bored of being inside my house, man. I mean, when all of your work, not all of it, but when a big part of your work is done from home, this whole thing that happened during the pandemic, where it all became normalized working from home. I just wonder how that is shifting connections in the world. And I'm not saying it like I know, and I'm not saying it like it's I definitely know it's negative. There's probably lots of positive sides, but I wonder how it's shifting connections in the world. What do you think? How is it shifting connections? Oh my gosh, I'm spinning tired. But it's Friday night, and I'm I am gonna drink tea. All right, what's the temperature? What should we be brewing? Come on, let's pick. Okay. Do I want a pot, or do I want a one, or do I want to do something a bit different? Can we think of something a bit different together, people? A white tea, heirloom silver needle. What should we brew it in? I feel like I want to do something just very different. I feel like part of me feels like I just want to go in glass. I just want to go in glass for some reason. Anything here? But then glass kind of bores me as well. So let's look down in the depths here, things that we don't really see. What can we brew in? Should I brew in just the last pot in the corner? That's the one that's been forgotten the most. Here you go. A little white pot. You don't see me brew that often in a little white pot. There you go. It's probably the worst pour ever. There's a reason why it's sitting in the back there. But you gotta bring out the rejects sometimes. Not rejects. Rejects I wouldn't have in my cupboard, but you gotta bring out the ones that, that. Come on, don't do this. Focus. That little bump is not pretty, let's face it. That's one of those, not just a double chin, but one of those hanging double chins. That we all probably get at some point in our life, but you don't want to be reminded. Or maybe you do. Maybe that's the point of it. Maybe the point of it is that you're reminded that we're all going to get a bit saggy at some point. And that's cool. You shouldn't just chuck them in the corner of the shelf, should you? And now the water's too hot. All right, we didn't pick teaware. I just got a pot. Come on, let's go. What should we do? Go up here. Should we continue the theme? Let's go in the corner. I don't even want to look. What's the corner? Oh, boring. No, I don't want to have that. This corner. I'm gonna break something. I know I am. All right. I mean, I don't particularly like it, but let's just go with it. Let's go with the Uggs. All right, let's find the teacup that's just been forgotten. This is called the forgotten session. Teapot. No, see, I'm looking. Shouldn't look. Just go. Oh, okay, but this is different. I do like this. I really like this. I really like this cup, and I want to surprise you with it because I bet you were thinking it's some really like special cup or fancy cup, because you know I've got expensive stuff in my collection. That light is really annoying. Is that little bright bit there? That really annoying your eyes? Because if it is, it would annoy me. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Did that make it better or worse? Better or worse? Oof, tiny bit better. Better or worse? There you go. Is it still in there? I don't think so. But if it is, that would be really annoying. You're probably really annoyed, everybody out there. And for those of you who are new to this vlog, yes, this is what I do. I spend all the time just rearranging my camera instead of actually doing what I wanted to do. Oh, the cup. Are you ready? This. Come on, man. The old school. The old school, cheap and cheerful. Although it wasn't, I don't know how cheap these cups are, but you sort of make the assumption because you see them around so much. Actually, it feels quite nice. I love these cups. I don't know why. There's something so special about the colors and the design for me. And I am giving away knowledge, which I shouldn't, because it could be taken by other people and copy, but I'll give it, I'll say, for years, I've wanted to do a modern take on these cups. Basically keep almost the same, but just here, that's an opportunity for some cool little thing that would just make it like, ding, you'd look at it, you go, oh, it's one of those cups, and you look at it and go, no, it's not. And I've given that idea out, so if anybody copies it, I'm coming for you, whatever that means. Text message, work. Not bad. Nice, just a nice little communication with a new team member saying, all good, check, 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 have a good weekend. Wow, nice, see, just nice. Oh, the pour is not great, but not terrible. Okay, now. I won't do a full like tea tasting thing, but I just wanna like really experience this tea. Oh, and yes, a nice big porzione. Heirloom silver needle. The silver needle that was one of the most amazing experiences out there was that moment, and I'll talk to you about it in a second. Oh, it's like walking through the sunniest, oatiest meadow, like an oat meadow. The sun is in full force, but somehow it's not that hot. It's like, I mean, it's hot, but it's not uncomfortably hot. But you're getting that heat rising from the ground. And as it rises from the ground, it's like taking, I know this is silly, but imagine fields of oat, and it's somehow caramelizing the smell to be like caramel covered oaty porridgey smell, and then the most whatever smell on top. I'm not going to do a video where I'm not going to force my brain to think of it, although I am intrigued. It's bright, it's it gives almost like a alcoholic kind of quality to the tea, this smell. It's kind of like that sharpness that you smell from alcohol or a varnish, but it's not that sharp, obviously. And then this, to describe the actual smell, can't. I mean, it's sort of like herbaceous and appley at the same time. And I heated the water up too much. I've got a variable temperature kettle. I just whack it always on boiling. Is that what the old school do? Probably. I should probably take it as a little pat on the back that I just whack it always on boiling and just go, ah. Here we go. Let's give it a rinse. Part of my thought process right now is I should turn this camera on, then I've got a second angle. And then you're making me work again. And what is the golden rule of this entire vlog? Don't make me work. If you make me work, this vlog ain't happening. If I have to get up now and take the memory card out of there and put it in there, check the formatting, and then just do my zoom in there. But I know you would probably like it, wouldn't you? And this little doo-doo-doo-doo voice. Okay, we'll time it. See how long it takes. If I can do it in under 15 seconds, 20 seconds, then we're okay. Ready? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Memory card out. 5, 6, 7. Memory card's really hard to get in. You know when it's doing that thing, 8, 9, 10. We wasted loads of time on the memory card. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Need to check if it's on video. It's not on video, is it? Damn it. 19, 20. Fail. But I'm nearly there. 1 second. 1 second, everybody. 1 second. 1 second. All right. I am there. I'm there. That took about a minute, right? But now I've got a really horrible image that wasn't framed up properly for you to look at. See, that's as far as my zoom goes. It's annoying me now, you see? Five seconds. All right. I really do not expect that this is going to be what happens from now on. Do not expect that, but I just thought I'd do it here. Here we go. Smell this. You know, you see? Work got in the way. And then what happened is inside here, all of that lovely smell that was coming out of there just got all built up and it all got complicated and it all sort of get a bit like lost its vibe. And then it was vibe and vibrancy, whatever. It lost it, verve, that's what I was thinking of. Okay, now it's steamed out, it's better. But still, stop. Oh, deeper. Ooh, it is more winey. And like wine gummy amongst all the creaminess. The creamy creams. All right, let's put water in. Stop messing around. Was that worth it? Oh, this is quite a big pot. Oh, it's a little tricksy pot that pretends it's small, but actually it's quite big. You see, I'm thinking of angles. No, this was a mistake. But it's all right. I'll just forget that camera exists. Connection, man. Connection. How you all doing? How are you? I'm conscious that this vlog started with a bit of a like, I'm so knackered, but you know, it's all good, man. Just sometimes you gotta take your little breaks. And if you feel the need, then take it. take the need. Take the need, fulfill the need. Cheers, heirloom silver needle. This pot is probably a bit too much capacity for the leaf for the perfect infusion. However, wow, so sweet. I made for my daughter this morning. I really like this. Like, you take milk, good milk, full fat, milk, slightly yellow, you know, like a good milk, and then you heat it up, and I just put some chia seeds in. I know, chia seeds. Yeah, but I like him. Put some chia seeds in, just a little bit, but not much, right? And salt, and agave syrup, dark agave syrup, and cooked it for quite a while because I wanted it to evaporate and I wanted it to become like stickier and thicker. And then the chia like makes it thicker. You know how chia makes everything a bit more gelatinous just in the liquid, not just when you bite into the actual seeds, but actually the liquid becomes more gelatinous. And I poured it out for my daughter and I let it cool so that it was just like started to even become thick, and it becomes like this sort of thick, milky, sweet, slightly salty, gelatinous, like deliciousness. Which anyway, it was a guess, but it worked. And that's what my mind goes to. It feels thick, it's soft, it's thick, it's round, it's syrupy, it's milky, it's creamy, it's sweet, a bit more floral than what I made. More flowers as well. The meadows there, the oats have wild flowers growing around, and then it leaves this very sweet, slightly saline to sweet, and this is the kind of tea that I find it difficult for me to. I think it's really interesting, this type of tea, because what it does is it is really the only tea that will be appreciated by people who have drunk a lot of white tea. Now, let me just caveat all of what I've just said. If I gave this to somebody who was new to tea, my guess is this would be the reaction. It's nice, quite flowery. Right? But if that person has drunk loads of silver needle, after 5-10 years, this would be the reaction. Oh, some silver needle, nice. So anyway, oof, that is a good silver needle. Damn. Whoa, so thick and soft and creamy. Oh, and you can taste the sun. You can taste the sun. Has this been charcoal baked? Yes, it has, at body temperature for about 10 hours, like at 30 degrees over just charcoal, which is just like basically gone out, 37 degrees Celsius, but it fixes it, produces like it. And you can taste it, charcoal baked. You've got a little charcoal baked, you've got the sun. It's just warmth in a cup. And so, yeah, because when you drunk a lot of silver needle, like that this kind of silver needle, that's not common. There's always that thing with silver needles. It's like, okay, it's too light. And then you got the silver needles that are like, it's a bit like, it's very, very flowery. Nice, beautiful, fragrant, very flowery. But that thing about fooding silver needle, where you want the nuts and you want the marzipans and you want like all this stuff, it's not easy to get that out of buds. It's just not, especially when they're using cultivars that are, the big bigger cultivars, and they're just trying to like make beautiful needle shape, you know. But even then, like, you get that, you can get amazing teas, but like, you've got to put it under the sun. You've got to treat it in such a sort of majestic way to get the flavors to come out of these buds. Because you think about a bud is like, a bud is just potential, right? But it's sort of like potential of a baby, right? It's not a leaf. It's not like grown and like, it's not having to like attack, do photosynthesis, or it's not having to like be protected from buds, you know, and all this stuff, from bugs. Oh God, I'm going. You know what I mean? It's a bud. It's got lots of potential, it's got lots of nutrients, but to like craft it into something that keeps that purity and keeps that wonderful simplicity, but within that simplicity is not just complexity, that's too lazy, but there's warmth, there's energy, there's transportation. That's what is difficult to find in a silver needle from Fujian, especially from Fuding, I would say. Cheers. Second infusion. Oh, flowers are coming out. Jasmine, honeysuckle, but just not too much. Just all in this, and the sides of my tongue. Just like I've put like seltzer water on them, just fizzy. So like seltzer water, prickle, fizz. So that's what I mean about this tea. Like, yes, if you drank it now, as somebody who had not drunk tea, I'm sure you'd appreciate it, but you're not going to appreciate it as much as somebody who's drunk a lot of teas. And I don't know if is that the same for everything? Maybe that's always the same. That you appreciate things more the more you've tasted. Is it? There's part of me that thinks you also appreciate less, right? Because you've just had more of it. So you're like, yeah, you know? But I think you appreciate certain markers of things, you know? Like I was in Italy with my sister for Diary of a Taster, and we were shooting an Italian travel vlog, which is on my computer, 11 hours. It'll probably never get edited. So you'll probably never see it, unless somebody wants to sit and edit vlogs of me and my sister eating around Emilia-Romagna, and like, yeah, all those areas. And we ate a lot of bolognese, obviously. I went to Bologna, go to eat bolognese, but then also around, but mostly in Bologna. And what I realized is, you know, I've eaten so much bolognese in my life. And I did go through a phase where I was like really quite obsessed. I'm really small in this camera, aren't I? Sorry. I might have had to zoom in all this time. I went through a phase in my life where I was obsessed with trying to find the right bolognese recipe. And I did like countless bolognese recipes. Like the amount of carrots, celery, and onion that I chopped. And I spent a while researching bolognese and trying to understand it. And so I tasted a lot of bolognese, you know, lots of bolognese in my life. And my system, you know, as a kid, you eat bolognese. So there's always different variations. Anyway, I went to Bologna thinking, okay, I kind of expected what would happen is that like I would taste it and go, okay, it tastes like, okay, it's a traditional one, but was it going to blow my socks off? You know, was it going to be like, oh, this is different? Now, so if I'd gone there as somebody who hadn't eaten much bolognese, would my appreciation of it be more than if I've eaten a lot of bolognese? And I would say the answer to that question is yes, probably it would. But for certain tiny little markers that you start to, I think as you get more experienced, you start to zoom in on certain things that you like, I know as things that you love and that are harder to find. Like I realized that I like some chicken liver in my bolognese, just a little bit. I need that little, not need, but I want that little extra funk. You know me, the funk. And so it's those little things you start to become quite like zoomed in on. Not like this, which is very, very far away, but anyway. And yeah, this silver needle does that for me. And yeah, so the story of this silver needle was that we spent like a few days in Fudeng just trying to find amazing silver needle. And we tasted loads of silver needle, went to silver needle factories. There's a whole video, I'll put links. And I was getting more and more disheartened because I was tasting things, wanting to love them. And then just realizing it was like going to Bologna without giving away too much for the video. But like going, yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good. But like, I'm sure that there's something out here. I'm sure that there's something out here which is better than this. And not just better, but better because it's different. Not better because it does what that one's doing, but better, but more, because it just has a different approach, and it's all about intention. Anyway, my wife is back, so maybe she will drink some tea with me. But I can't force the vlog on her. So I'm going to pause the camera out of respect and we will see.